just a quick update because it is Monday and I haven't filmed anything yet today. It's already 4 p.m. I got up with like the best of intentions to do some makeup today and like get looking like I normally do when I have makeup on, and I started doing school stuff with Aiden, and then I started banging out orders, and I didn't do my hair or my makeup today, so didn't get to that, but we just got back from the post office actually because I had like a pile that I had to go bring in, which is probably going to be every day this week. I'm down to a page and a half of orders left that I have to pack and ship because I had 4 pages on my like dashboard of my website. So I'm a little less stressed, but I did get an email last night from someone asking where their order was, why it hadn't shipped yet. I don't know why people don't read. I have probably 3 or 4 posts on my Instagram page now saying, hey, shipping's going to take a while the next few weeks because of this sale that I just had. And then right at the top of my website I have, I'll tell you exactly what it says because I don't remember what I put. It says, due to a high volume of orders, the current turnaround time is 10 to 12 business days. We appreciate your business and patience. And then I had to put a thing that says, please note USPS has suspended services to certain countries because there's a whole list of countries that you can't ship to right now because of COVID and everything. And there's certain countries that just suspended mail because they don't have people to take the incoming stuff and sort it and everything. So just some people don't read and then they get mad that I haven't shipped it yet, and thankfully there's a lot more understanding people than people that don't understand, but I just said screw it. I took that girl's order and filled it this morning and just took it to the post office with the rest of them. That was the only one so far that asked about it, but I'm trying to like bang out the rest so that that doesn't happen again. That's what I'm doing now. I'm just packing stuff up, getting it ready for tomorrow to ship, because like our post office closes at 5, so that's why we just went now, because I worked all day to get as many done as I could and then just took them all to the post office. I also made some new stickers today because I always put a sticker, or I try to remember to put a sticker in orders when you order from me, so I made some haunted house ones for Halloween. And they just say prettythroughyourface.com. My nails look horrible right now. I took my dip nail stuff off. I had that last manicure on for 7 days. Well, 8 days, technically. Because I did that last Sunday, and today is Monday. But it dries out my real nails so badly. They look horrible right now. I had ordered Revel Nails, which is where I've been getting the nail powders from. Well, I only made one order, but I made an order the other day because they came out with the Halloween set, and I'm gonna try and keep my nails bare until it comes because I think it'll be here tomorrow. I'm trying to remember what colors were in there. I know there's like a bright orange. Oh, don't tell me it's sold out already. I wanted to... Pick Your Poison collection is what it's called. There is a glitter that has like orange, holographic green, black, and purple in it. And then there's a black base with a whole bunch of different like diamond shaped glitter and hexagons and everything that's like holographic. And then Basic Witch, that one's a bright orange. There is a green kind of iridescent glittery one, and then a purple glitter with orange and black, what are they called? They look like sprinkles, like the little shard glitters. So I was excited about those because I've been wanting some more glittery ones to do to my nails because they're just cooler when they're glittery. And the fact that like the glitter, you seal it in and it's nice and smooth but still looks super glittery is awesome, because I always hate the feeling when you can feel glitter on your nails. Even if you put like 5 layers of clear nail polish, you can still feel big glitter. So yeah, I'm not sure. I'm gonna do my hair soon because I got some new colors. I'm gonna do red and orange for Halloween, like I talked about, to kind of make it look like flame hair. But I was gonna take my hair down, but I have barrettes and stuff underneath, so I'm not gonna do that right now. I stuck with Arctic Fox because I know that hair color has been working for me lately. So I got the Poison color, which is like their bright red. The Wrath one that I have in now is like a more pinky red. It's supposed to come out like a dark pink, but it always comes out this color on me, and I like it. So that's the one I usually get, but I got Poison, which is like their brighter red, and then I got, is it like Sunset or something like Sunset Orange. I was close. It has Sunset in the name, which is like the brightest orange that they have. I think they had do they have a darker one? No, they have the UV reactive orange, which is really, really light, and I just don't feel like those super light pastel-y ones would show up on my hair at all. So those are the two colors I got, and then I got their bleach, which is the Bleach Please kit. And I didn't realize when I got it, until I got it like in the mail, that it is a cream bleach, and I have never tried cream bleach before. All the other times I've ever bleached my hair, it's been like the powder stuff that you mix with the developer that way. But this comes with the cream bleach, the developer, and gloves. But it's only small bottles of it, so like I can't do my whole head. I don't really want to do my whole head anymore anyways. But it should hopefully be enough to do the chunk in the front that I always do. So I'm probably going to wait like another week to do that. I'm trying to let my hair get as healthy as I can because I'm going to need to lighten the ends a little bit, and I gotta do my roots anyway. Like, my hair grows so fast, it's unreal. I don't even remember when I did this, but it's only been a few weeks that I bleached the roots and did the red, and now you can see there's like that much root, like a ½ inch maybe. I don't know. I was just glad to see when I did that it wasn't all gray, because the gray hairs are really bugging me. But yeah, I'll probably check in with you guys tomorrow. I gotta go get back to work. Here I am looking like crap again. But it is Tuesday afternoon now, 3 o'clock. We just finished with Eden's school stuff for the day, so I figured I would come on and update. I completely forgot to update about, I think it was like Friday late afternoon, Steven's dad had texted him and said, I forgot exactly what the text said. I believe it was like, have you guys found an apartment because I want to get that house on the market. And I was like, Steven, you need to just call him and explain to him that we're trying to go for a house and not a damn apartment. So it's going to take a little bit longer than normal, because like anybody who's bought a house, you guys know how long it can take sometimes. And their communication between the two of them sucks. Like, you probably know from the things that I talk about, they have like zero communication. His dad never updates us on anything. He never updates his dad on anything. So I was like, just call him, please, and explain to him that like you're trying to find a job right now and things are not that great. And he like talked to him and told him that like it's been hard for me to find a job and we're trying to move out of state and get a house and everything, and just things have been rough. And his dad actually was not a huge dick about it, so fingers crossed that it stays that way. But we haven't had any luck this week with hearing back from jobs, because that one that had emailed him asking if he was still interested in it never answered back again after he said yes. So I'm actually gonna go through his emails and stuff right now and see if there's anything, but it doesn't look like it. The thing is, like, this, whatever job he gets isn't gonna be for a long time, because this is just so that we can get out of here. So it like doesn't even really matter what it is. So he's been just applying for everything, and the unemployment in Massachusetts is so sky high right now that it's like it's super difficult to get a freaking job. Even though they seem to have a bajillion of them listed on Indeed, and he's friggin' applying for everything that comes up, and He's gotten so many calls back, and then it's like, are you still interested in this position? And then they don't friggin' answer you when you say, yes, I'm still interested. Here's my information. I don't know. I don't know if he should start showing up in person at these places or what, because some places like when you do that and some places don't. They just turn you away and they're like, go apply online at our website. So I don't know. I don't know. I'm just glad that, like, that conversation, like when he called his dad, I was like, oh, he's probably going to be so pissed off and he's going to tell us that we need to get out. But like, it wasn't that bad. It wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to go. But now we know at least he wants us out of here before he even puts the house on the market. So I'm leaning towards he's going to just go with one of those places that gives you whatever for the house, and he's not going to bother putting money into it to fix it. Which is stupid in my opinion, because like I said, that house across the street just sold for, it was $360,000 that it sold for. And if he put some work into this place, just like minor fixes of all the things that need to be fixed, he could get a lot of money for it. But I think he's gonna just take the bare minimum because he doesn't want to put any work into it, which is stupid. It sucks. It's just like, I don't know. I don't know. Steven's like upset about having to leave here because he really wanted to be able to stay in this house. But like, he was explaining it to me the other night, and I guess I can see his side of it. Like, he moved around so much as a kid that like this house was the only thing that he still has that is a constant from his childhood, and now that's gonna be gone. So I see it from that perspective, but like also, this is like the only house Aiden has known because like we moved here when he was 8 months old. He was conceived here. My water broke here. Stephen proposed to me here. There's just we technically met for the first time in this house, so it's very like, it's a sentimental thing, but I'm just ready to friggin' start over and have something of our own and not have to be like tethered to his father anymore. And I was watching some of my old vlogs just like for the hell of it the other day, and like my attitude was so horrible back then because I was constantly unhappy when his grandma was here, and like I had just gotten thrown into being her caretaker. I didn't ask for that, but like we were doing all this with the end result was going to be that we were going to get to live here. And that just didn't work out. So like when that didn't work out, I've been like gung-ho about friggin' getting out of here all this time. It's been almost 2 years this month. 2 years this month that his grandma has passed. And we're still just stuck in this limbo. So like, I'm like, this is the kick in the ass I needed to just friggin', let's do what we have to do to get the hell out of here. And then we won't be tethered to your father anymore and like under his thumb because we live in this house that he technically owns now. It's just friggin' enough is enough. Enough is enough, and I'm ready to move on. So I don't know. I don't know how long he's gonna give us before he starts being like, alright, enough, get out already. But hopefully things work out. Like, the house that I would love to go for is still on the market, and this is like a house that I found when we first started searching. So that's kind of making me worried, like if there's something wrong with it or something, like why is it still available? But maybe it's just meant to be, and maybe that's gonna be our house. So I'm keeping my fingers crossed for that, because like I love this house. It's got a really nice backyard. The backyard's all fenced in. It's kind of like a long backyard rather than wide, but it's all fenced in. It comes with a friggin' giant trampoline and a swing set for Aiden, because it said that they're leaving it there. The house itself is like more than we need, but the price is like ridiculous. So like ridiculous in a good way. It's ridiculously cheap. If it was here, the house would be like $400,000 to $500,000 house because of friggin' Massachusetts and all the prices and stuff. But it's so nice. Like I'm just friggin' keeping my fingers crossed that that it's still available when we can get a house. We're having a bath in the dark. Well, Aiden's having a bath in the dark because we had a little bit of wind and we lost our GD power again. Right?
Yeah, right.
Well, stay down. You're naked right now. I'm not putting that on the internet. We just went for a ride with Dad.
Yeah?
And our groceries were supposed to come, but though it's like 9 o'clock at night and they're coming now because the guy was late. I don't know if it was because of the storm or what, but now our groceries are late. Aiden's going to bed late. It's one of those days.
Are you gonna sleep downstairs tonight?
If the power doesn't come back on, you can sleep in our bed, okay?
Okay.
Okay. I ordered this for Izzy because when did I get her the other one? I got her one of these toys, one of these interactive dog toys a while ago that's like a popcorn container, and then it has little popcorn balls inside for them to pick out. I thought this was going to be a little bit bigger because the popcorn one was bigger than this, but look how cute it is. It's got little freaking bats inside. Hold on. Can't do it with one hand. Little bats. So it has 3 bats. They all squeak. And the funny thing is she always destroys toys, but she has not destroyed that popcorn one yet because she likes having the little balls inside to pull out. So hoping she'll like this. And then let me show you my cheesecake, which Steven already took a piece of, and I told him not to because it was still kind of mushy in the middle. But it has hot fudge on top, it has homemade caramel all throughout the middle, which I think it kind of melted, and then it's got an Oreo crust. But I have it on a cookie sheet because the butter that I used to butter the springform pan with, it just kind of leaked everywhere when it melted. So it's on a cookie sheet right now, but it's super good. I tried like the little crispy parts on the outside, but it's still warm in the middle even though it's been in the fridge for like an hour. So now that he took a piece, maybe it'll cool down faster. But doesn't it look yummy? It's so good. I've got to finish up this vlog. I was just gonna go to edit it and realize that I didn't film anything for the end of it. So it is late Friday night. It's, well, not late, but 7:15. Way later than when I usually film these. I just officially caught up on all the orders from that sale I had, so I can breathe a sigh of relief when it comes to that. I also just finished making a lip gloss. I'm starting to work on lip glosses, and I have it on actually. I wanted like lip glosses that are like lipsticks, so they have a lot of color to them. Yeah, I had worked on some a while back and was just not happy with the way they came out. They were very like goopy and just wasn't happy with them. So the first color that I made is this like nudish type color. I think they're going to be like all different shades of nude because I want to start with that for fall because it's what I'm starting with for the season. I'm probably going to make maybe 4 or 5 colors to start with and see how they do. I know, bud. You'll have your bath in a minute, okay? He just made me forget what I was doing. The Hocus Pocus ColourPop stuff came yesterday, so I'm super excited about that. I got the Winifred lip kit, which I can't swatch for you or show you because this is I got this from my grandma, but it comes with a lipstick and a lip liner. They had a set for each sister, and they were all shades of red, which I don't wear red lip stuff anyways. I think I have like 1 red lipstick now that I don't ever use. And then the palette, which is super pretty fall colors. I just filmed a swatch video for it, so that will be up probably before this actually, so it'll already be on my channel if you want to go see it. But really pretty fall colors, perfect fall palette. And then for some reason I got the glitters. I have one more of the glitterly obsessed ones that is so pretty. I think that I got it from the the Disney Villains collection. I can't remember. It came out with one of the collections, and I have used it a couple of times in my hair, so that's probably what I'll do with these, but they're just super pretty. This one is purple, and they have binks on the lid. What was this one called? This one is Amok 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 Amok. And then the other one was Another Glorious Morning. And this is like a peach holographic glitter. You'll be able to see it better in the swatch video that I just filmed. And then the other thing that I got was the eyeliners. I just realized my camera is still on. So there was 3 colors of eyeliners. There is a metallic like brick red, a metallic berry purple, and a metallic kind of olive green color. So they just have eyeballs on them. They are their cream gel liner, BFF cream gel liners, which I've never had. I thought that I tried them before, but I guess I don't, because I haven't, because I didn't see any in my eyeliner bin when I was going through them cleaning the other day. But they're really nice, smooth, like cream gel eyeliners, so definitely like those. And I'm regretting not getting one of the lipsticks because look how cool the packaging is. It's got like skulls and cauldrons on it, and eyeballs, and a moon, and a spider. But there's spiders friggin' stamped into the side of the lipstick, which is so awesome. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see it. Come on. There's little spiders like indented into the lipstick itself. Probably can't see it that well, but I thought that was really cool. And there's that print on the inside too. So it's got really cool like heavy duty, feels like metal, but I'm pretty sure it's plastic, lipstick case. And then it just comes with the matching lip liner. So super excited that this stuff came. I thought it was going to take longer because it was such a big launch, but that's really all I have to talk about for now. I'm gonna go give Aiden his bath, and then I gotta take my shower after. I really wanted to do my hair tonight, but I guess I'm just gonna wait till this weekend and do it. I'm gonna visit my grandma tomorrow or Sunday, because I made a cheesecake and I want to bring her a piece. I think that's it though. I haven't driven in months. Like whenever we actually leave the house, Steven just drives, and I have not driven in ages. Like, what the heck? But yeah, that's it for this week. It wasn't very exciting. I didn't film much this week because all I was doing was working on orders all week, and I finally took me like 2 solid weeks to do all those orders that I got, but thankfully they're all done now. Now I just have the ones that I've gotten in the past 2 or 3 days to fill, but that is a nice weight lifted off. It was nice to be able to go through and click shipped, shipped, shipped on all of them, because there was, oh my gosh, I didn't see a light at the end of the tunnel for a while there because there was a legit stack of friggin' orders to do. So I'm not gonna have another sale probably until Halloween. I think that's the next time I'll have one. I don't know. Then I'll be kicking myself for having another one because it was unexpected to get that many all at once. But that's it for now. I've got to really clean up in here because it's a mess. I started doing a deep clean, like it's very clean behind me on the floor because there was stuff everywhere while I was working on things the past couple weeks. But yeah, I'm probably going to edit this tomorrow because I don't feel like doing it right now, but I will talk to you guys next week.